Class 12th Commerce, Subject Accountancy, Chapter number 1, Financial Statements Analysis, Lecture number 4. See, I am continuing balance sheet, and it is my humble request you all please keep on writing. Otherwise, there will be chaos, you will not be able to understand it. B number, non-current investments. Non-current investments are those investments which are held by a company not with the purpose of selling but to retain them. Means these are those investments which the company will not sell, उनको sale नहीं करेगी. Non-current investments shall be classified as trade investments and other investments. Trade investments. See the meaning of trade investments. Trade investments refer to the investments made by a company, shares or debentures of another company, not being its subsidiary, its trade and business. Trade investment refer to the investments made by a company, shares and debentures of another company, not being its subsidiary. Their main aim is to promote its trade and business. Trade investments, they are at page number 1.20. Other investments. Other investments are the investments which are not trade investments. Means in other investments you will write down those investments which are not the part of trade investments. Investments are further classified as first number, investment property. Investment property refers to land and building held for capital appreciation or to earn rental or to earn rents or rentals rather than for use in the production and supply of goods or services or administrative purposes or sale in the ordinary course of business. And now listen, in investment property, the discussion will remain means the items which you will write in this, it is only in the connection with the rental income. Investment in equity instruments, investment in preference shares. Fourth number, investment in government or trust securities. First number, investment property. Second number, investment in equity instruments. Third number, investment in preference shares. Fourth number, investment in government or trust securities. Fifth number, investment in debentures or bonds. Sixth number, investment in mutual funds. Seventh number, investment in partnership firms. Eighth number, other non-current investments. And now move on to C part. In C part, it is deferred tax assets. Listen, accounting treatment will not be asked. A deferred tax asset comes into force when accounting income is less than the taxable income. Still listen, only you should know where the item is to be written. अकाउंट्स में ट्रीटमेंट कहाँ पे क्या होगा वो आपसे नहीं पूछा जाएगा. So be careful. This will not be asked from you. So wherever I have written accounting treatment will not be asked, उसका मतलब है कि सिर्फ आपको बैलेंस शीट में ये बताना है कि उस आइटम को आपने कहाँ पर लिखना है. डी नंबर, long term loans and advances. These are the loans and advances which are expected to be received back after more than 12 months from the date of balance sheet. Now, they are further classified as, listen, capital advances. First number, advances given for acquiring fixed assets are called capital advances. These advances are not received back in cash but are received in the form of some fixed assets. इट मीन्स कि हमने बहुत सा पैसा उधार दिया हुआ है, एडवांस में दिया हुआ है, पहले दिया हुआ है, जिससे कि हम फिक्स्ड एसेट्स को खरीद सकें. एडवांस इज गिवन फॉर एक्वायरिंग, इट इज़ नॉट उधार, उधार नहीं है ये बेटा, एडवांस में हमने पैसा गिवन किया है. एडवांसेस गिवन फॉर एक्वायरिंग फिक्स्ड एसेट्स, दीज आर कॉल्ड कैपिटल एडवांसेस. और इन एडवांसेस के बदले में यू विल नॉट गेट योर मनी बैक. Rather than to get money back, you will get your fixed assets. It can be land, building, property, or whatever. They are ultimately covered into fixed assets of the company. They are classified as long-term advances. Second number, security deposits. Security deposits that are given for a period of more than 12 months from the date of balance sheet, they are classified into long-term advances. For example, security deposit. I tell you one thing very interesting. Whenever we give our home on rent, in that case also, we ask for the security. Fine. That is also the part of the security. Security deposit for electricity and telephone. One more thing very interesting. Now the time it has been totally changed. Once upon a time when most of us had landlines, BSNL. In that case, the phone, the equipment that was given to us by telephone department, and it was the duty of the subscriber to pay them some rupees for the security of that phone. Even today, we pay the security deposit to electricity board for the safety of this electricity meter. इलेक्ट्रिसिटी मीटर को आपको ध्यान से रखना है, उसके लिए आपने सिक्योरिटी दिया है. इफ देयर एनी डैमेज हैपन्स, इन दैट केस अगेन यू विल हैव टू डिपॉजिट मनी. ई नंबर, other non-current assets, accounting treatment not to be evaluated. See, still I am telling you the explanation and what is the reason behind that explanation. At least you should know the meaning. अगेन लिसन, अकाउंटिंग ट्रीटमेंट किसी भी क्वेश्चन में आपसे पूछा नहीं जाएगा. बस ये पूछा जाएगा इस आइटम को हम बैलेंस शीट में कहां पर में लिखें. ऑल अदर नॉन करंट एसेट्स विच डू नॉट फॉल into any of the above class are shown under this heading. I am discussing now about E number. E number पर लिखा हुआ है other non-current assets. Accounting treatment not to be evaluated other than non-current assets which do not fall into any of the above class, they are shown under this heading. These may include the following. Trade receivables. Receivables after 12 months from the date of balance sheet. C. Trade receivables after 12 months from the date of balance sheet. First of all, listen. Whenever goods are bought or sold on credit, in that case trade receivables or trade payables, they come into existence. Generally what happens in general course, it happens that the trade receivables date remains for 12 months or less than 12 months. But here we are discussing about, see the heading, other non-current assets. In some cases what happens that they are bills receivable, but the payment will be after 12 months from the date of balance sheet, and they will be the part of other non-current assets. See, unamortized expenses, such as share issue expenses that shall be written off after 12 months from the date of balance sheet. पहले दोबारा सुनिए, पहले भी मैंने आपको बताया था अनअमोर्टाइज एक्सपेंसेस का मीनिंग. Unamortized expenses are those expenses which are still appearing in the balance sheet in assets side. So, until and unless you earn good profit, these expenses cannot be written off. In 12 months, if you are able to earn good profits, in that case, these expenses will be amortized. Unamortized का मतलब है इन खर्चों को हमने अभी बैलेंस शीट से हटाया नहीं है. Such as share issue expenses, one example has been given to you. It is a share issue expenses. Share issue, such as share issue expenses that shall be written off after 12 months. See, 12 महीना में आपको प्रॉफिट कमाना है जिससे कि आप इनको अमोर्टाइज्ड कर पाए, इन खर्चों को बैलेंस शीट से हटा पाए. After that, it is the next slide, next heading. It is of current assets. An asset shall be classified current. An asset shall be classified as current when it satisfied any of the following criteria. Now listen, what are the criteria? Listen, let us see. First number, it is expected to be realized in or is intended for sale or consumption in the company's normal operating cycle. पहले अब आप ये समझिए कि ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल होता क्या है. Operating cycle is that time period in which your raw material is converted into hard cash. This is operating cycle. First number, it is expected to be realized in or is intended for sale or consumption in the company normal operating cycle. Second number, it is held primarily for the purpose of being traded. इसको हमने रखा है अपने पास जिससे हम उस पर व्यापार करेंगे. being traded माने that will be traded. Third number, it is expected to be realized within 12 months after the reporting date. रिपोर्टिंग डेट कहाँ रहती है आपकी? रिपोर्टिंग डेट रहती है बैलेंस शीट डेट. थर्ड नंबर पॉइंट, it is expected to be realized within 12 months after the reporting date, that is balance sheet date. Operating cycle. An operating cycle is the time between the acquisition of assets for processing and their realization in cash or cash equivalents, where the normal operating cycle cannot be identified. It is assumed to have a duration of 12 months. Listen, if I discuss the operating cycle of liabilities, in that case the amount is to be paid. When I am discussing the operating cycle about assets, it means the company will receive money. Where the time duration is not clear, you will take 12 months. Otherwise, the time duration accordingly that will be taken. And now I hope that operating cycle will be clear to you. In any case of doubt, you can ask me. If the operating cycle of a business is of period of more than 12 months, for example 18 months, it can be, all assets of that business that are expected to be consumed or realized within 18 months of the balance sheet shall be classified as current assets. अब यहाँ पे बात को आपको समझना पड़ेगा. इफ आई डिस्कस अबाउट द मैन्युफैक्चरिंग ऑफ जेसीबी, जेसीबी मशीन जो हमारे बेसमेंट्स की खुदाई करती है, उस मशीन को बनाने में अगर लग ही 18 महीने रहे हैं, तो अप टू दोज 18 months दैट विल बी द पार्ट ऑफ ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल। वो पैसा जो आपको मिलेगा दैट विल बी इन द पार्ट ऑफ करंट एसेट्स। बड़ी मशीनें और ले लीजिए, व्हेन आई डिस्कस अबाउट बिग बिग बॉयलर्स, जब हम बॉयलर्स को बनाते हैं तो उनका ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल बहुत ज़्यादा होता है। जब ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल ही बहुत ज़्यादा है, मीन्स योर रॉ मटेरियल and then its conversion into money will take much time. It means your operating cycle का जो समय है that will be increased. एग्जाम्पल में उन्होंने कहा है कि ये 18 महीना, अगर 18 महीना में आपका सामान सेल हो रहा है रॉ मटेरियल के खरीदने के बाद में, तो वो 18 महीने आपको लेना पड़ेगा एज ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल, और उसको हम क्लासिफाइड करेंगे एज करंट एसेट्स। सो बी केयरफुल, ध्यान रखें आप लोग। If the operating cycle is of a period of less than 12 months, say 10 months, it is ऐसे why say है बेटा 10 months, all assets of that business are expected to be consumed or realized within 12 months of the balance sheet date shall be classified as current assets. See, ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल 12 महीना है या 10 महीना है, उससे कम है 8 महीना 9 महीना, इट कैन बी एनी टाइम। ऑल एसेट्स ऑफ दैट बिजनेस दैट आर एक्सपेक्टेड, उसकी जो भी एसेट्स हैं और जो हम एक होप लगा करके बैठे हैं, टू बी कंज्यूम्ड और रियलाइज विद इन 12 महीना, विद इन 12 मंथ्स ऑफ द डेट ऑफ बैलेंस शीट, वो भी आपके करंट एसेट्स रहेंगे। इनडायरेक्टली लिसन, अगर हमारा रॉ मटेरियल कन्वर्ट ही पैसे में 18-19 मंथ्स में हो रहा है, वो भी आपका करंट एसेट्स है। अगर जो हमारा कन्वर्जन है द ऑफ रॉ मटेरियल इनटू मनी वो 10 महीना में हो रहा है, तो वो भी हमारा करंट एसेट्स है। इफ द ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल, सी ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल ऑफ अ पीरियड लेस देन 12 मंथ्स है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल हमने ले लिया 10 मंथ्स, ऑल एसेट्स ऑफ दैट बिजनेस दैट आर एक्सपेक्टेड to be consumed or realized within 12 months of the balance sheet date, उसको भी हमने बोला कि वो हमारा करंट एसेट है। सो नाउ आई होप आई हैव ट्राइड माय बेस्ट कि आपको कोई डाउट ना रहे, और दीज आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स दैट कैन बी आस्क्ड इन बोर्ड्स। नाउ मूव ऑन टू करंट इन्वेस्टमेंट्स। Current investments are those investments which are held to be converted into cash within a short period of 12 months. अभी देखिए करंट इन्वेस्टमेंट्स बेटे वो इन्वेस्टमेंट्स हैं जिनको हम कैश में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं 12 महीने के अंडर में। इन्वेस्टमेंट्स इन इक्विटी इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स, इन्वेस्टमेंट इन प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स, इन्वेस्टमेंट इन गवर्नमेंट और ट्रस्ट सिक्योरिटीज, investment in debentures or bonds, investments in mutual funds, etc. Inventories, B number. Move on to now inventories. Inventories means stock held for the purpose of trade in the normal course of business. Inventories, now listen, inventories में क्या क्या include होगा बेटे? Inventories include the following. First number, raw materials. Second number, work in progress. Third number, finished goods. Fourth number, stock in trade in respect of goods acquired for trading. Fifth number, stores and spares. Sixth number, loose tools. And now listen, what are loose tools? If you have seen any plumber, प्लम्बर के पास में जो रिंच होता है वो उसका लूज टूल है. विदाउट दैट टूल दैट प्लम्बर इज यूजलेस. स्टोर्स एंड स्पेयर्स में सामान जो हमारा अभी काम में नहीं आ रहा वो सारा. Loose tool ke there can be many more examples. If I discuss about any electrician without pliers, that person cannot work screwdriver. इन चीजों के बिना वो काम नहीं कर सकता. So ये these all things they are loose tools. Trade receivables. Trade receivables refer to the amount receivable on account of sale of goods or services which are rendered by the company in the normal course of business. In trade receivables, both debtors and bills receivables are included. Trade receivables include both debtors and bills receivables. Provision for doubtful debts is to be shown under the short-term provision on the equity and liabilities side of बैलेंस शीट. यानी कि डेटर्स आप अलग दिखाएंगे और प्रोविजंस को आप अलग दिखाएंगे. Provisions for doubtful debts is to be shown under short-term provision on the equity and liabilities side of the balance. Now move on to homework solution of lecture number 3. It is now homework solution of lecture number 3rd. See, it is answer number 5 and move on to question number 5. Question number 5 is, under what heads will you classify the following items on the equity and liabilities side of the balance sheet of a limited company? First number, unclaimed dividend. Second number, proposed dividend. Third number, securities premium reserve. Fourth number, share forfeited account. Fifth number, public deposits. Sixth number, debentures. Seventh number, bill discounted but not matured. And now listen answer. First number, it is current liabilities under other current liabilities, OCL. CL and then OCL. Current liabilities under OCL. OCL means other current liabilities. Second number, contingent liabilities. It is written always in the notes to accounts. Third number, shareholders funds under reserves and surplus. Fourth number, shareholders funds added to subscribed capital. Fourth number, non-current liabilities under long-term borrowings. Fourth number, contingent liabilities, again it will be shown in the notes to accounts. Now move on to answer number 7. See, I am reading question number 7. Operating cycle and the period when payment is received is given below. How will you classify the asset? अब यहाँ देखिए, ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल हमारा है ही 10 महीना का, यानी कि 10 मंथ्स के पहले आपको पैसा नहीं मिल सकता. और एक्सपेक्टेड पीरियड है 9 मंथ्स, 12 महीना से कम है. इट इज योर करंट एसेट. नाउ लिसन, ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल है आपका 10 मंथ्स और 12 महीना का टाइम पीरियड तो हमें लेके चलना ही है. 12 महीना का जब टाइम पीरियड गिवन है तो ये हो गया आपका करंट एसेट. थर्ड नंबर में देखिए, ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल है आपका 10 मंथ्स और एक्सपेक्टेड पीरियड 12 महीना से ज़्यादा हो गया. जब 12 महीना से ज़्यादा हो गया तो वो आपका नॉन करंट एसेट हो गया. फोर्थ नंबर देखिए, भाई ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल है मेरा 15 महीना, पैसा मिला मुझे 14 मंथ्स में, तो ये आपका करंट एसेट है. इसी जो मेरा ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल है वो 15 महीना है. अगला देखिए फिफ्थ नंबर, ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल हमारा 15 महीना का है और पैसा मिल रहा है मुझे 18 महीना में, यानी कि ये आपका हो गया नॉन करंट एसेट। या तो 15 मंथ्स होता तो बिल्कुल हम इसको करंट एसेट लिख सकते थे, बट इट इज मोर देन 15 मंथ्स, 18 महीना है। सो द आंसर इज नॉन करंट एसेट्स। अब ये देखिए लास्ट वाला, कि ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल है हमारा 20 महीना का, बट आई एम गेटिंग मनी विद इन 18 महीना। अगेन लिसन, अप टू 20 मंथ्स ये बिल्कुल हमारा करंट एसेट होता। तो यहाँ पे 18 महीना गिवन है, तो इसका रिप्लाई रहेगा आपका करंट एसेट्स। आंसर नंबर 7, 1 करंट एसेट्स, 2 करंट एसेट्स, थर्ड नॉन करंट एसेट्स, फोर्थ करंट एसेट्स, फिफ्थ नॉन करंट एसेट्स, बेटा ये एंड नहीं है, इसमें गलती से लिखा है नॉन करंट एसेट्स, सिक्स्थ नंबर करंट एसेट्स। नाउ मूव ऑन टू आंसर नंबर 9। नेम the subheadings under which current assets shall be classified in a company's balance sheet। क्वेश्चन नंबर 9 है बेटा, पेज नंबर है इसका 1.51 in new books। Question number 9, name the subheadings under which current assets shall be classified in a company's balance sheet। Answer, current assets shall be classified as follows। Now the sequence you have to write. First number current investments, second number inventories, third number trade receivables, fourth number cash and cash equivalents, fifth number short term loans and advances, sixth number other current assets। Now listen to your homework. Your homework is chapter number 1, financial statements of company, and you will solve questions from 12 to 20। Thank you so much.